Welcome to Comic Emporium, Panama City, Florida's most seasoned comic haven. But hold your horses, it's not just a comic shop, it's a treasure trove of pop culture collectibles, with a side of Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games. Whether you're a tabletop game enthusiast or a cosplay fanatic, we've got a range of weapons and miniatures that'll make your inner geek squeal with delight. And for the painters, we've got a whole rainbow of colours for your miniatures, models and terrain. Don't forget to roll the dice on our selection of math rocks and dice bags. And for the RPG lovers, we've got a library of Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder and more. Come on down to Comic Emporium, where you can play your favourite card, tabletop, war and RPG games until you're
And candles and coasters, here we are. Hey everybody, welcome back to Candles and Coasters. This is episode 28 of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are here at Comic Emporium, Panama City's oldest comic shop, and we're running this right here. You can pick it up right here at the shop. In case you were wondering, this is just a campaign straight out of a book, pretty well written. And, well, we've got a fairly large, what are you, Darrow? Is that the new 2024 Player's Handbook you have over there?
Oh my. Wow. That's what he's got.
It is. Oh, wow, would you look at that? Did you know those are available right here at Comic Emporium? You can pick those up.
Dang it, anything
What I
else.
did.
We appreciate that very much. So Astral cannot join us this evening, so we have Astral sitting in his place.
Hi, Astral.
Hi.
You may recognize this version of Astral from Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where he plays Parthenos, king of all the Feywild. And when last we left off, our heroes had finally gotten back together, solved the mystery of the insanity behind Durin, tossed a cursed axe down into the deep draft, and finally got that long rest you were looking for.
Eventually. Did we? Yes.
We did. You
We
finally
did.
got. Well, they did. You did not.
Just she like. We did. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Shiny, do the Astral voice.
Absolutely. We demand.
Whisper about Celestia.
Anyways, our beloved Sai, played by Kara,
Yep.
is currently celebrating a birthday.
Oh.
You're welcome. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, now back to the game.
Just like I hate you all.
Morning comes, uneventful through the night. You all feel rested.
Do we?
You do.
Okay, good.
We did.
Now, let's see. Okay. So the ravine that you have camped next to, the deep draft, remains dry today. Isn't that wonderful? But that could change. Having finally settled on a destination, you all are ready to begin your trek towards the Blue Phoenix Shrine.
I like it.
Yay.
Durin has been armed with a sword.
Good.
It's a nice
Kind
sword.
of one.
I don't know where I got
Wait,
the
did we
sword
have a-
from. He never took a weapon.
Oh, you didn't take a
Yeah.
weapon? I thought Astral gave you a sword.
It's not made by Dwarven steel,
He
so he
would
never
take
took
his
it.
loin
Oh,
too,
that's
but-
right.
right.
You looked at it and you were like, this is an inferior weapon made by elves. I don't want this.
So
Shove it in the ravine.
He just wants to walk
So
around, don't
he's
even
just
want
walking
his
around throwing
arrows.
people's stuff into the ravine.
so he looks bereft of weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take some of the arrows that he made me, which are obviously dwarven made.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
and gift them to you so that you can shape them into a dwarven weapon.
Nice.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
cool.
there's another dwarven item that you could use perhaps.
He's not going back down again. They're taking axe.
Well, I was just thinking about Reverence's arm.
Oh.
Oh,
He
yes.
he actually
He's got his
acted like
I
he
like
was.
Why?
Don't make us. Do not make us.
I like it.
We'll
No.
do it again. We will make this a whole sport.
Durin
What?
can just hobble around and use his leg.
Yes, he could hobble
There you
around, use his leg, and not
Yeah.
a freaking
Yeah.
arm. Rude.
Yeah, but my leg's not magic. That arm is magic.
That seems like poor planning on your part.
See how easy it is?
It's rude to take a present.
Just think, as a
It
dwarf,
is
you'll be able to
absolutely.
kick people in the face.
I'll get you that arm.
No. Oh, whoa, no, no.
I will take the arrow.
I really
and
feel-
I will makeshift something.
I bet that there's a rule about that.
What?
Taking things that you've given to someone else.
I've never heard of
Items you've lovingly crafted for them. I am
I've never
sure
heard of
I
there's
think
a
it's just
rule
called
about
regifting, isn't
that.
it?
If they give it to you, it would be.
I mean,
It's okay. You probably.
And
haven't
you
heard many of
decided
those rules
not to
anymore.
take the green shield that was offered to you?
Correct.
Yeah.
It was not mine. I
You know
will
what?
not take that shield.
I have painted it red and white checkered.
I
No, it's
think
no
that
longer
rules in
green.
Irreverence's book. That's why I haven't heard it.
you have not.
I
You
have
just
not.
raised the
You
shield.
don't get to touch it. It is
Isn't
mine.
there one of those rules in your book, Reverence?
Is what?
Isn't there a rule in the Book of Ispen about not taking things that you've crafted for someone else back?
Well, how's he supposed to do warranty work?
It's a vast book.
He says he didn't see it, but I think maybe it. I feel like it's definitely in your copy somewhere.
I'm gonna let you read it, cause
Faces now. Oh, I can read it.
I don't recall every lesson in the book.
I get to touch your book.
I have
She
arrowheads.
tried
I will
to-
Which is
catapult.
not a lot.
She tried to touch the book, so I can read it to you.
I can catapult these arrowheads
Oh.
without a problem.
Oh,
And what'd you do?
Killing each other.
interesting. Oh, there it is. Oh, it sounds like maybe he had one of his dwarven friends write this and he copied it. Yeah, it says, "'Tis bad luck," and
There's no dwarf
Unconscionably
that ever
rude.
uses tis.
unconscionably rude. He says this. I'm looking at it.
It was not in my book. I don't need to abide by that
It's
book.
right here, though.
That's not my
It's
book.
right here.
That's not my book.
It says it's in this
That's
book
not
of
my
life
book.
lessons.
That
It's
is
right
not
there on the
mine.
front.
That is not mine. Not my book.
So you don't have to obey Ispen because he didn't say it to you directly?
Correct. It was not in my book. That was her book. That's Reverend's book. It's not my book.
Hmm.
I hope I meet him in the ever after so I can tell him about you. That is it.
I can't argue, cause
Unconscionably rude.
No.
To take back an item one has crafted for another.
I didn't take back anything.
Right.
Keep talking. about it.
Astral, they've been talking for a long time. I feel like you should interject at this point and be like, Durin! Celestia!
Do it! Yes! That is exactly how you would interject, I'm sure.
I won't take anyone's arm.
We're back to that, are we?
Not just any arm. This one.
Anyone.
I will not take anyone's arm.
Anyone's arm.
I was
However,
planning on taking multiple.
Uh-oh.
That's what it sounds like. Like now it
However-
sounds like some of the rest of us are in danger of you just randomly taking your arm. What's happening with your
I will eventually need to borrow the arm to
Yeah.
upgrade that.
Upgrade it, right?
500 gold.
I don't know. I worry about upgrades. It feels like when you upgrade like the software sometimes on something and then all of a sudden it doesn't
So
work.
you pay her 500 gold?
No, it me 500 gold, and I use the 500 gold to upgrade her arm.
Maybe I can get you a better deal.
Well,
yeah, I don't think that's happening.
yeah.
Well, in that case, you set off towards the Blue Phoenix Shrine. And on your way, you'd have these discussions of arming Durin properly and disarming Reverence.
It's not happening.
I just need to get to a forge.
You do have a disarming personality.
I would like to give you a round of applause.
I'm disturbed.
What's good?
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
Reverend.
Someone give her a hand.
I'm so sorry.
They already did.
I quit.
I'm so sorry, Reverend. It feels like that maybe one of your first real forays into the world was with some of the worst people. I am so sorry about that.
I was just trying to give her a hand out.
Oh.
A
A hand out or a hand up?
Off, on,
Oh.
left, right.
Please don't give me a hand off.
It's quite the job you did with that hand.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. I gotta quit. I gotta go home now.
All right. After traveling for better part of the morning, you encounter a strange sight. You find a stone archway lined with sigils.
What language might they be in?
Ooh, very good question. Unfortunately, you do not recognize it.
Well, they're obviously not Elvish.
Do any of us recognize it?
Yeah, what is the, I mean,
You do not recognize the language used. Perhaps
I'm not saying it was in.
Perhaps a wizard of the towers could have, but to you, it is simply arcane gibberish.
usually.
However, as you approach, you detect movement in the debris around the arch.
What do I see?
What's your
What do your
elf
elf eyes see? Give me a perception.
I am rolling the perception.
Mm-hmm.
The perception.
I have rolled a 13.
Okay.
I have a +8, and I rolled a 13.
Well,
Well
no.
done.
It's going.
Well
It's
done.
going really good so far.
Can't
Doing
always
great
be your
tonight.
day.
So
You know what? Your eyes are just not. You know, it was from staring spiders.
You know what it was? Squirrel?
you see what appears to be a human wearing very fine robes and an aura of sunbeams around their head.
Ooh.
Alright, Astral, just don't go over there and beat him up right off the bat. Let's talk to him.
Okay. Who's going closer?
Not Astral.
Ooh.
Sai, you like talking to people. I'm gonna back you up, just in case. From over here.
From back here.
Where I got a clear shot. See, I send you because, you know, I get a shoot right above you, sort of by the chest area to them.
Is
that a short joke?
No, that's a tactical joke.
It's fine. If I feel like he needs to shoot over me, I can always wide shape into a mouse. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll have a perfect shot.
Sure.
You know.
You're approaching?
Yes.
Okay, as you get closer, the creature realizes you are approaching and turns to face you without a face.
No.
Without a face.
Not
Nope.
disconcerting at all.
Nope. As you approach, it turns and it is a completely blank slate. The body and the clothes that you see all appear to be made from the same material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the safe word?
Banana.
Ask if I could roll an Arcana check.
You may absolutely roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, feels like it's gonna go badly for me. What if? Feels more like I'm gonna try to survive that, but it's definitely not a real survival check. Fine.
What kind of check?
I was
Arcana.
trying to twist my brain around a way to argue for it being a survival check. Because it feels like it's for my survival.
Do you feel threatened?
I feel super threatened. I feel like you two really threatened, but you know.
Usually things without faces
Okay,
good.
like 16.
Nice.
You recognize this creature as a clay golem.
Oh,
And
okay.
it does exhibit some hostile, aggressive posture, and looks like if you take even one step closer, that it's going to attempt to strike you.
Don't go any closer.
How much do I know about golems with such a role?
Oh, let's see. What do we know about clay golems? Clay golems that are not in this book.
I was gonna say, I mean, personally, I know a lot. But I feel like maybe Ty doesn't know what I know, so.
Okay.
Don't go any closer and try talking to it.
It doesn't have a mouth, so it can't speak back, so I wasn't going to go any closer.
All right. What you know about clay golems, first off, is that they have an awful lot of immunities to all kinds of effects and damages.
Awesome.
You also know that they are immune to any spell or effect that would alter its form.
Okay.
And golems in general are typically magic resistant.
You know what? You guys, I don't feel like we need to deal with this. I mean, we do.
Well, why don't you back away?
We do. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back. You know, y'all can deal with that.
Okay, excellent. Now, as you're backing away, you do see that within this arch, there is a swirl of magical energy. And as you back away, the swirl vanishes.
I have no idea what that means. So we have a magicy.
17 Arcana?
Yeah, so with that, you'll know that this must be one of the gates that Dalamar was talking about, the arcane gates,
Oh, yeah.
where strange things come through.
It's one of those, like, portals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, were we supposed to, we're supposed to mark them and tell Dalamar where they are, right?
We have a map, right?
No. We're marking them on a map.
Yeah, you can
That's what
definitely do
marking
that.
means.
I was gonna say, I don't feel like I have a map and or would be marking things on that.
Well, they had a map. I don't know if we got a map. Did we get a map?
So I was asking, I do not remember if we got a map or not.
Did they give us?
Yes.
I haven't-
Did they give us a map?
Yeah, they gave us a thingy. Well,
It wasn't a map though, he just,
no.
yeah. He gave Darrow
Yep.
some instructions on where to go.
They gave us something.
Yes, it was a piece of paper that had instructions on where to go.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not like a
I-
map. It was kind of like someone printed
Alright.
out directions and they say,
Oh, you mean
Turn
this,
left.
yes.
Time to make a map, Darrow.
I remember.
and 2.5 miles, please turn left.
Mm-hmm.
So I marked
2.5
that
miles
down.
from left.
Okay, very cool.
And then I'm trying to recall, did he give us instructions just to tell him where they were?
He would like you to mark them down. Since there is no wizard in the party, you cannot do the other thing he would like, which is to try to stabilize the gates.
Stabilized.
I got this.
I feel like
What?
Astro would try to do that. He's not-
Reverence is
We
going
just have
for
to
it.
dust off the solar
Do
panel so
it.
it gets a full charge.
I definitely got this. I can,
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a black flame.
Oh.
Or, no.
How does that fix it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you
We're just
astral
gonna
today?
throw things at it and
No.
see if it works.
It
Like,
feels so much like
Oh,
we're doing
am I
it. Just be
astral
like,
there? I don't know.
what if we can break today?
Everybody just take turns.
We're all gonna take turns.
I'm not taking turns, no thank you.
Ooh, I can
What?
speak to it and ask it to close.
Just
What?
remember that if it
Speak
asks
to
you
it
if you're
how?
God.
Speak to it how?
Speak with inanimate object.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. You don't have that. I was gonna literally ask if that's what you had. But you do, so.
I also have slippery fingers. I don't know if that's helpful.
That's only helpful with, what's his face?
I think that's only helpful when you're trying to steal
Dare it.
Oh.
Hmm.
More information than I wanted about her life.
I also have
Gosh,
conjure
Reverence.
scarab form. if that's helpful.
Scarab swarm. We're supposed to like.
It's not helpful
Supposed to
now.
not piss it off.
Glyph of hoarding, and then Fang Death.
I don't know that scarabs are helpful.
You're just
now.
reading your spell list. and You don't actually.
It feels
No
like
idea
she's
what to do.
literally like, Reverend, so you're just kind of standing there like, okay, so here are her options.
Yeah.
I'm good with
So
that.
I marked it on the map.
Uh-huh.
Let's
Oh, you were mad. Cool,
let's
cool,
go around it.
cool. Go around it.
See on the paper we just go this way and
Okay.
then
You don't want me to make it shiny or anything? It's good like it is?
I don't think we have a shiny, but we don't need to. Make it
Yeah, because you can't make that big dragon thingy like just stay here permanently. That feels like a problem.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, it's dangerous if some kids walk by or something, but what are the chances of that?
Slim to
I mean, if they
none
get
out here.
across the chasm there's some tough kids.
So
Mm-hmm.
then I
You
feel sorry for
know,
this
at
thing.
that point, it feels like they might be demigod level heroes. So that would be them. They can deal with it on their own way then. We can move forward.
Let's see, let's
Moving forward.
safely circumvent this.
Okay, as you move around the gate, you see the clay golem crumples back down and becomes inanimate again. Looks like proximity activated the creature.
Interesting.
Cooler.
I'll do Dalamar a
You
favor.
want the golem, don't you?
I'll
I
jot
do.
that down.
I have no idea how I would learn.
Bad.
No idea how I would learn that.
Yeah.
Want one. That's literally all I took away from that.
All right. So, as you continue on throughout the day, you eventually find that you can progress no further without entering into what appears to be a labyrinthian gorge.
So it looks kind of maze-ish.
Yes, very maze-ish. It's a maze theme.
Okay. Feels like we know that we already know we have quite a bit of rope, so maybe we tie rope to the beginning of this before we start roping.
Have you ever been in a labyrinth?
Only in my mind.
Valid.
I tried to not say it. Clara says that there's not really.
We could always just, mark the wall too with a mark to show where we've been.
I'm always terrified Marks won't be there when I come back, but sure.
Sure. But the rope would be? The mark won't be, but the rope would be.
Maybe?
We would know if the rope feels like it went slack, like if someone cuts it, as opposed to where a mark if someone rubs it off.
Do I have any of that?
Maybe
What are you thinking over there?
somebody could fly above it and maybe help us navigate from above.
I like that.
Smart.
I'm all out of fly.
It could
Because
cause
I think we might have somebody else that can fly quite easily.
fair.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
Panthers can fly.
Are we having enough?
You know, yeah, I have this one
We have
panther
flight?
form. It's pretty great.
Do we fly yet?
Actually, do not. However, it doesn't matter because I have a spell that does. Because I feel I'm watching his face and I know that somehow he's gonna make sure that
Do you-
the spells.
Do you want to hold on to a rope while you're up there?
Oh, you think I'm going up there?
Who's going up there?
Adorable.
She's like, no, I'm not going up.
I don't know. Who wants to get to ride a Pegasus?
Fairly certain that this place probably has
I'm
some.
pretty sure I would look ridiculous on a Pegasus.
Duran, you want to ride a Pegasus?
The pirate's like, I've always dreamed of this.
Magical
Duran,
horse,
I
yes.
think you would look
I mean,
glorious.
you saw Reverend's ride
Flying
one
Pegasus.
before, so I got you. I can do that.
I mean, I can ride it too.
Is
so,
that what
yeah.
you want? You can do it, like-
Now Duran's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I could also ride that.
You
Turns like I'm not opposed.
I mean, sure. I'll ride the wing it pony.
The pirate wants to get on it.
I'm
I need to get
More.
we're small enough. We can
I'm
fly
going to
up.
say I am a pirate.
No.
I am that too. I have the legs, see?
Yes,
He
yes,
has
you
a
do.
point. It's
You
at
know
the
what?
end of his leg.
If you would like to
I mean, that is a
Ivor.
requirement. One of them.
You know what?
I'm
Okay,
so-
so I will say I think that's a great plan. Layla, I need to tell you something really quick. I'm gonna pull you aside and be, by the way,
Okay.
this only lasts for an hour. So if
Oh,
he
don't tell
decides to run, just make sure you come back and then be like, you know what, you're right. You do this, you don't do this.
Really hard for him to run if we're both on it.
Not if you're like, hey, just let me down really quick. Like I feel like you have things. You need to go look. Just make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He keeps trying to run away from us. I just assume he's gonna probably do it again.
Why would he do it again?
Did you see his
So-
face? You weren't looking at the face.
Do we want
I see
to
the
tie
face all
like
the
two
time.
ropes together so we can go up high enough and you guys can kind of hold on to the other end and go through the maze with us?
We have a balloon.
Sure.
A balloon?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
That's the
What
most
did you say?
magical balloon
Do
I've
a
ever
Pegasus balloon.
talked
So we
about.
Yeah.
can tie a rope
Great.
to the Pegasus.
I'm
The
excited
Pegasus
about
flies
this.
the Pegasus balloon.
I'm excited about this.
I like that.
I'm excited about this because I will be happy to hold that. And hence, if for some reason he were to fly, I can sing Little Bright Black Rain Cloud songs. I'm happy with this. Let's do this.
I like the idea.
Okay. That sounds like a creative solution to a problem.
Nothing is not that.
Look! I don't like that look.
You are a very mistrusting
We
group
are.
of individuals.
I feel like that is
No.
fully earned.
Not us. We know, you know what? Let me put this a different way. We understand that as creative as we are, you are as well. That is what we trust.
I've been putting up with his shenanigans that were like actual shenanigans since high school.
So, you and Durin hop aboard a Pegasus.
With the rope.
Okay. And
So
so
happy.
who's on the bottom end of the rope?
Me.
Sai is holding the rope. Okay,
So this
fantastic.
is gonna be great. I like
At
it.
any point, you need
I mean,
hit
more
an
than one person
unexpected
can probably
updraft.
help her hold the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I have
I can't wait until they develop camera phones so I can record it.
I know, right? Feels like a flip phone actually.
I'm saying you're gonna hit an updraft and suddenly Sai is gonna be put me down.
Well, they can grab her.
Yes.
Too busy holding the phone.
It's fine.
Okay, with your clever solution to a labyrinth, you are able to traverse without issue.
Yay.
That wasn't even a challenge.
It feels like one of
It
those
would
moments
have
when the
been
DM's
had
like,
you not had a creative solution.
it's one of those moments when the
So-
DM's like, it's fine. I didn't prepare 5 pages
Yeah,
for this.
just
Thanks, guys.
throw this right out.
Sorry.
Who needs that anymore?
Should ask us.
You
Nobody.
should make a storm show up.
So you don't want me to get the 3D maze?
Yeah, no, just leave the 3D maze on that table. We don't need it.
You know, I never feel like that at all when I DM and put beautiful objects out, and I'm like, 'cause they're totally gonna not interact without and not know an important part of the story at all.
Nope.
Never mind, it's fine.
I mean, I try.
All right, so from the air,
The
you
rest of them don't let me.
you very creatively guide the rest of them on the ground towards the center of this labyrinthian gorge. I can't say that word correctly the first time.
You're doing great.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
It's
Hooked
terrible.
on phonics. All right, and what catches your eye is you see what appears to be some form of camp that has been made, and there are what appear to be humanoids at this camp.
Can we determine
Can we-
what kind of humanoids
can we
we're at?
Tell what kind at all?
Perception. Tell me what your sea elf eyes see.
Do they? I'm gonna guess she would see it just a little before us because she's in the air.
15?
Nice.
Well, I'll say you recognize them from a distance because they appear to be sea elves.
Ooh.
Okay.
Your people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Can I tell anything else other than they're sea elves?
that's it. With a 15.
That may be good, or that may be
Why you look like you panic?
I'm not panicking. Do we want to go to the sea elves or do we want to keep going out?
Sea elves are totally
Well, the
fine.
good news is the sea elves appear to be camped nearby to your destinations.
Oh, great.
That's handy.
Cool. I'm
So
gonna
handy.
messenger down and let them know that we are coming up upon a group of sea elves, so that they are not caught unaware.
Sea elves, huh?
Do they have any awesome creatures that I can learn? Never mind. Yeah, let's keep moving.
I don't want to be racist and be like, do you know them?
But I feel like by saying that,
But-
though,
Could you?
Well, I don't know until we get down
How are they
there.
gonna feel
so-
about? Do you want to wear a scarf or something?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't have gills anymore.
Maybe you,
I'm feeling that might be.
I mean, I have my gills. They're just damaged. So,
I
mean,
can make you some.
no.
And what, an aqualung?
yes.
Huh?
I would like to see somebody test Durin's aqualung.
No, thank you.
I think Dorian should have to test it.
Oh, Durin can. Durin can.
No, I'm
Can you
fine.
breathe? Tell me if you can breathe. Quit struggling. Tell me if you can breathe.
Exactly how that would go.
So,
If you would quit
That's good.
panicking, you could breathe just fine.
no, we'll head towards I guess the sea elves, because that's where the.
As you
And
get
out- the out is-
closer, those of you on the ground, suddenly an individual steps out from around a bend in the gorge here.
Is it a sea elf?
It is in fact a sea elf.
Hi.
Blue skinned, white hair. The armor and weapon he appear to be carrying, he's carrying appears to be made from aquatic creatures or aquatic plant life.
Cool.
And very, very much stereotypical sea elf.
Greetings.
That's also cool.
Hello, travelers. Been watching you and your companions
Isn't he pretty?
for a while now. What brings you to the gorge?
What are we here for, Roberts?
Ooh.
No, I'm not down there with them. We're headed to the shrine.
The shrine! We're looking for a shrine.
I was gonna say, honestly, that's a better answer than me, because they weren't gonna get any information out of my answer, so I was just gonna wait, because
Oh.
he asked somebody else a question.
What are you doing here?
You're here to visit our shrine. It's a shrine sacred to our people and the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to visit? I mean,
Hi.
Lila!
I want to come see.
We're friendly.
Is that the official sea elf?
Yes.
I want to see the shrine.
we're friendly. We're friendly.
Trust us.
It feels like skinny. Yep.
I'm not gonna introduce everybody, but this is Layla.
Layla's still in the sky.
It's Layla.
That's Layla.
The horse?
No, she's on the horse.
No.
The
She-
dwarf.
Riding the, yes.
No, the horse's
The
name is
other
Earl.
Of course, I figured that must be.
Did Doran get on the pony with Layla?
Yeah,
we're
No,
both
we
up there
were
on the
playing
pony.
about that.
No, he's
No,
not.
we're both on the pony.
They're
No, they're
both on it.
serious.
One's facing forward, one's facing
Yeah,
back.
so you probably can't even tell.
Push me, pull you.
I know exactly what it looks like when really tiny people try to ride full-size horses.
I can't tell that Doran's on the pony.
They can't see.
Yeah, I
me
was gonna say, you
for
probably actually can't even tell he's up there. You're just like, we're
Can we see that they're
missing
talking
one,
to
so he's
somebody?
probably up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We need to
Yeah, you can
You
see
just
stand a
she
little
is.
bit,
Yeah,
so-
the ground party has stopped to discuss something with an individual who looks very much like a sea elf from your height.
Durin, if
Just
you
sit
lean
down.
over, you can see that.
down a little bit. So
All right,
What's your name?
Ishvern.
Okay.
Hello, Ishvern. Yes, we are seeking the shrine. Is it alright if we?
For
Visit?
what purpose do you seek our shrine?
We're looking for information because we're trying to find the lost city, right?
Yes.
That's what we're looking for?
The
You think we should tell them we're looking for the lost city? From your face, I think that is yes. No?
yeah, I don't see why not. We're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything to hide.
No.
Yeah, we're trying to find out where the lost city is.
There's no hiding.
No, is that it?
There's no hiding.
No, she asked what was happening over there. I said I don't know.
Oh,
We don't hide things.
It just feels like a really, I was like, it just feels like a really solemn conference for all of a sudden. We're just like,
Like,
He
he's
notices-
waiting and you guys are whispering back and forth to each
Yeah,
other.
we're
It's
just like-
what is going on?
We're whispering quickly.
He notices your holy symbol. And he says, "Are you a priest? As well as a knight?"
No.
I'm
I'm just very, very dedicated to Paladine.
kind of very close, yes.
That's a shame. We're in need of a cleric.
Okay, wait.
I think you should tell him.
I didn't realize you
But
were
if it-
using
but if
those
it's a-
interchangeably.
If it's a bad idea,
Sir,
it's your fault.
Because I am
sir,
a
for all intents and purposes, yes. She is a priest. That,
sorry, that word is
Right.
very specific where I come from.
Did
no,
he-
it is,
when-
but that's
when he
why
asked-
I, like, no, it is, and
asked
literally
about
that
cleric,
would have been Sai's
did it
answer
seem
is
genuine, and was there intent of harm or in need?
I'm gonna need an insight.
Alrighty, I got a +8 on that, and watch me roll. Oh, I almost rolled lower, but I ended up with a 22.
22. He seems very distraught and very earnest about finding a cleric, and there was letdown in his whole person when she said
answer
no.
you. I think they need help.
I would very much like to be helpful to you.
Okay. We had a priest here.
If someone asks you if you're a priest, you say yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm collecting
One way we
for
can
myself.
say
all
that,
intents
yes.
and purposes, she is, sir, and she will,
Sorry.
she's good at her job.
I'm back.
We have to make an offering to our goddess, but our priest has been taken by men and creatures wearing armor much like yours.
That one?
Yeah.
Much
see,
like- Astrals?
Yeah. Yeah. So we took that off a dead guy.
That's good. I
Oh,
don't
trust
see.
me, those ones won't be a long ones from longer when
I would hope
we
not.
find them. They're not a
Kind of a
ally.
broad guarantee to give there, but okay.
Absolutely.
While we're here.
Have you any chance run across an elf by the name of Yurkel? She didn't make it, y'all. She didn't make it at all.
Why am I laughing?
He said purple.
Did I do
She
that?
had a circle. It's gonna continue going on.
He's holding it in. Look at his eyes.
Oh, I'm good. Jesus.
Okay, let's blame the brain tumor here. We didn't run into any elves, right?
Don't
None
don't
that
ask
look-
me the player. I don't even know what we did last time.
I feel like I would have remembered the name, but like
No, these are the first CLs you've run into.
there weren't
know,
bodies.
other
Yeah,
than-
That's not
no,
true.
the other elves that we met though, that wasn't their names.
Okay,
Right? Right.
That is correct. You
Okay,
have not run
their
into
names were
anybody
something
named
completely
Yurkel.
different.
valid.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to say no.
That's a shame. Yurkel knows the secrets of the shrine and can navigate it safely.
Navigate it safely.
What happened to Yurkel? Did he just run away?
He got
You-
taken by the guys with the armor,
They,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
He was your priest.
The Yurkel was taken by the men in red to a
Always men, isn't it?
It is!
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
been taken to a fortress nearby.
Get here before them. Okay.
A fortress nearby.
Yes.
Mm. What Ashton was running to.
There's an island just off the coast. When the tide is low, you can walk to it,
Okay.
but it's heavily fortified and guarded. I was hoping maybe Yerkel had escaped. The time is running out and we must make our offering to the goddess or she will be displeased with us.
What offering do you need to make?
One that is very important to the Raven Queen.
Hey, do you wanna get her out?
Yeah, what are you exactly seeking? Because I may be able to assist in.
Is this a person sacrifice?
Which people?
Everyone's gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I'm assuming we
It just what
abandoned
she
at
says,
this
we're just kinda like,
Well,
hey,
like,
You have to make a sacrifice.
Make a
I
call.
volunteer.
you drop volunteer.
One of you.
All I heard was
Kind of-
volunteer.
One of you.
I didn't hear any words after
So
that.
I
That's
can
okay.
maybe
You don't need
try
to,
and be
just lie down.
of assistance.
We have brought those that have fallen in the past year, and we seek to surrender them to her.
They're dead.
Bodies.
They're dead.
She collects the souls.
Are there souls trapped in there? You don't bury
I mean, she comes and gets the souls all the time.
Burial at sea.
What do you think happens when I kill somebody?
Oh no, that's fine. But they're just offering the actual like bodies and bones now, right? Like she already has the souls, right?
Having a moment.
I haven't been a part of this kind of ritual. This is kind of interesting, to be honest. My deal with her is separate, so, but I do need help with the sacrifice. So I mean,
Oh my goodness.
like apparently we need to go find this Yorkel.
Yerkel.
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 So you can call
Did I do that?
So that
So we're not gonna make this
I
sacrifice
can't
for him?
summon her. She can summon me. That's completely and utterly.
What's your name, guy?
and pray.
As I have told your companions, I am Ishvern.
Hello, Ish.
Not Shepard.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, no, we need to
we're
stop that
distraught.
conversation.
No.
Yep.
I
It's
can
fine.
see that.
He's been cured.
So you have to have him to perform the ritual.
Well,
Well, he's there.
I
he's
don't
there.
necessarily need Yerkel. I need a priest who can go with us and invoke the goddess.
You
What
need
does
someone
that
to invoke
entail, so to
that
say?
goddess.
Yes.
Like that sounds like
I
So
just
a warlock with a pact with her wouldn't maybe survive instead.
Are they talking about the Raven Queen, or are they talking about a different one?
if one were available who had a line to speak with her, that would be very helpful, but we still must pass through all the dangers that protect her shrine. Yerkel knew the secrets.
We need Yerkel. And how soon do we need to do this? How many days? Weeks?
Before the sun sets a third time.
How many
3 days.
times is
3
it?
days, great.
Set? I mean, so from now,
3 days.
it's not like it's set twice since you started this countdown and we're in trouble. We gotta,
No.
We got
Okay.
15 minutes left, yeah, I'm with you.
I was just making sure. Time's a construct, but we gotta keep it straight, so,
We intended to try to brave the shrine ourselves. We cannot risk the goddess's ire,
Yeah.
Heard that's a
you
bad
wanna
idea.
do that.
and there are many threats
It's a really bad idea.
around. If they were to stumble upon our bodies, we would lose our offering entirely. Perhaps that is
Hmm.
what we deserve for losing our priest.
Hmm.
And they said it was a
You
day
wanna give it a
walk
shot, or
over
should we go
to
get
the
the
island at low tide.
Urkel?
Sometimes
I think
we
You
lose.
can do it, you can go across to the island
Layla
when the tide is low,
Cause I don't wanna
without
kill the Raven Queen.
I don't even
getting
know
your
if
feet
you're
wet.
on the Raven Queen.
Well, me neither, but
Is there anything that you can tell us? Otherwise, you say it's heavily fortified.
Shadowfell and some of the good places.
And guarded by. We followed them. We know that there were many of these men in red.
There's no potential secret.
No.
Were the men in red, they look like that, but in red?
Well, they wear that armor and they carry that insignia.
Uh-huh, okay.
Is their
Alright.
skin different?
Some of them appear to be of a reptilian nature,
Ah, yes.
and some appeared
Mm-hmm.
as
That's the red dragon.
humans.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're all bad news.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them do you think there are?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We did not get close enough to count. Once we saw how many there were, just taking Yurkel in for whatever reason, that's when we stopped following. We're not equipped
And how many were
to fight. At that point, I believe I counted a dozen.
Hmm.
Doable. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to eliminate
Not that
said
kind of
threat,
campaign.
would there be a reward?
Certainly our goddess would bless you.
Sure.
I
Sure.
already have a god. What?
I need
Wow.
this. I need to help them. Helping them helps me.
That's selfish.
Mm-hmm. For once, I need to be selfish. It hasn't been
Yeah.
working well the other way.
Wow.
And so have you.
Do you know
Did
what
you
that's
say
like?
selfish or shellfish?
So
He said it was selfish.
I like
Yeah.
You
shellfish.
said it was shellfish?
You like
I like
shellfish.
shellfish.
Mhm.
Shellfish?
I mean, yeah, if we're gonna be selfish, let's do it.
Just for the hell of it.
Wait, we're signed on to the plan because someone's being selfish.
Yes.
No. So I think we should try the shrine and let you try to bring old girl around.
Or does she?
Yeah.
No, we need the other guy to get
Warlock.
through the shrine so that we can try to
No, I don't think
summon-
that's what's happening. We're not gonna find Yurkel. I think we're supposed to manage the shrine in like a puzzly, stabby way, and then you're supposed to shine and use your Raven Queen ways.
I figured
and
you didn't want to get mixed in with
I sure
Raven
don't.
Queen.
I sure don't.
Yeah, right.
So
I
She
wanna
was
be
trying
helpful,
to
but
kind of save you from that.
Yep, I appreciate that, but I figured you could do that.
So
Oh yeah, no, like
Yeah,
that's
no,
definitely
no,
a her
no,
thing. If it's a
totally,
Raven Queen
totally,
thing,
yeah.
I can't see you being like, yeah, I can do that.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
let's just say we do that, and let's just say the Raven Queen shows up. I'm fairly certain the Raven Queen's gonna be pissed off that you didn't find her follower.
Why?
Why?
She just wants souls, right? I mean,
Cool, but
Honestly.
is a task that she needs to at least put in the work to find Yurkel and at least say, hey, I tried my best, but I couldn't find him.
Layla, is that what you feel like? Do you feel
Yes.
like?
Mad at me.
I feel like I have a question for Ishmael.
I'm pretty sure the Raven Queen's a douche.
what's wrong?
My question.
Wow.
My question is,
That man and I
really,
agree, yeah.
how many of these sacrifices has Yurkel presided over, approximately?
What is
At least 100.
And they happen how often?
Once a turn around the sun.
Hmm.
I feel like maybe he might have like a little extra
You got more pull than you, girl.
he got extra points in that bank, right?
Probably.
Yeah, we may maybe help with that.
We gotta find Yurkel.
What?
They don't want to go storm the castle.
Well, I'm gonna darn.
He's just like, whatever.
I'm just saying, we need to find Yurkel. At least
Sounds like it.
attempt to find him. If we find the body, we could bring the body back. It's like, hey.
Extra
It's another
If
one.
we
It's
could.
it's
I
another one,
mean,
huh?
she's
Extra
Another one to
already,
offer.
first of all, her
Another one
infinite
to
soul
offer.
is already committed to her, so like,
But I'm fairly certain if
Should've,
we
like,
were
let them
to
know,
summon
like,
the
that.
Raven
Gotta
Queen,
figure
I'm
that out, right?
fairly certain she's gonna be pissed
How about the bodies
if
go?
she sees,
I-
Layla as opposed to Yurkel.
I don't, because this is a whole group
Ah.
of people who clearly worship her because they all want to make the sacrifice, but he's the only one who knows, like, the process to that point. And if we go and try to find Yurkel, we'll likely run into another place with more big baddies, so we'll have to take on a huge fight to save one guy.
Yeah, but what if we need
It's
to
fair.
go to that castle or the fortress to help find the lost city? We're looking for clues.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, the shrine seems easier.
Checked Urkel's things
We'll-
that are
we'll go
left,
here.
because like
Mm,
what
maybe
Right.
this is what we're supposed to do.
things or a map or whatever.
Right, I think the point is that Yerkel was taken by these guys that we can't beat yet, so we should do the shrine, and then
beat
move
him
on.
before though.
And if we can return
I'll
Yerkel
ask
later,
I'm
I'm sorry,
not
what?
asking any question, but I
We
feel
beat several of them
feels
before.
like you might get a better response.
with an
I
army.
think he's just willing to have any help.
It was
at
not
all.
just us. Do you remember all the guys
I don't
running
think
out of the
he'll be
forest
opposed
helping
to
us?
you
Do you
asking.
remember Shiny, Azil? Do you remember all that extra stuff? It was
No.
not us. We are not the heroes.
What's
We are
that?
secondary.
I'm
We
sorry.
are you.
Have you met Durin?
I'm-
Durin is
He's
the
Lulu.
hero.
I need some help, y'all.
Durin
Reckless right
is
now.
absolutely the hero of our story, Reverend.
I'm seeking so much shenanigans with
I
you right now.
don't
that I'm not gonna stop
understand.
you.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
you haven't figured out that clearly we're all just players in Durin's.
Thank you from seeing it from that point
I
of view.
really do.
know,
I understand. I get it.
Hey,
I get it. We're all just supporting cast. It's fine. I get
Astral,
it.
what do
Exactly.
you think?
I get
know
it.
them roles.
Wow.
Oh, Astral.
Yeah, what does Astral think?
Oh, Astral.
Okay, so how about this? We try to do the shrine thing, and if that doesn't work, then we go get the guy who can get it to work.
We
We
still
may
have 3
end
days
up
to do
wasting
this.
time. Yeah, we only have 3 days, so we maybe end up wasting time in the shrine that we might not get back in time.
Hi, Ishfern. Some questions. Yerkel clearly, had so much knowledge.
Did he, though?
He had nobody studying under him. He had he wasn't at all preparing anyone else to be able to help worship the Raven Queen.
Where's your apprentice?
I've gone with Yerkel many times, and I have been there when she has given the prayers and guided us through.
Oh, she.
I might be able to help in some way, but it's been a year's time. I remember some.
Okay.
So we
So
don't
would you
need to
remember
actually
some?
take the bodies into the shrine with us. We just need to get through there to summon her. Correct.
No, we will
Bodies are together.
take the offering with us.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do this.
That's a lot more to lug through with
Really is.
traps.
He says, "Come
Mhm.
with me to the shrine."
You
At the
got
very
anything
least.
to eat?
I
Sounds good.
Are you comfortable with
I
that, or you
think
can stay here?
that possibly, Ishrain, you are
I'm not
selling
really you
yourself
guys.
short. I understand that you are very, very upset that you would have lost your goal, but sometimes, despite our best efforts, we do lose those things that are most precious to us. And what we have to do is continue to persevere and do things that are for the greater good until we can retrieve them. And I do feel, based on what you're telling me, that the Raven Queen could bless the mission of us retrieving your goal, possibly.
And
But
he
maybe we need to finish that offering first.
he kneels down in front of you and takes you by the hands. He says, "For someone so small, you speak such wise words."
I'm as shocked as you are.
Yes, I think with your cleric and your handmaiden, we should see this through.
Absolutely.
I get close to him and I look at him.
But are there snacks?
That is my question.
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
know.
snacks?
I believe some of our hunters have procured some snakes. Yes.
Ha-ha! Snakes!
I will gently caress his face and say, I thank you.
Dwarves are
Ask
still very
consent,
strange to me.
Doran.
So he returns the gesture.
Yeah.
Oh my
Consent.
I
Doran.
thought-
You see,
We're
that's
now
how, that's how you
skin
do
brothers.
That's how you do diplomacy.
Oh yeah, 'cause you have no
Yeah,
beard
that's how you
still.
do
I know, I was
diplomacy.
gonna say, he's like, I thought there would be a beard.
Yeah.
See,
We've
Which
now
I've
formed.
probably ever seen a beardless
We've now
witch.
formed a bond. NPC unlocked.
Oh my
Goodness
goodness.
gracious.
Come, wise one, and skin brother.
Yes, skin brother.
I feel violated somehow.
You weren't even a part of it. You feel like
It's fine. I'm good to be wise.
Then it works.
And he takes you to a modest camp. The tents are not the kind of tents you would see, like you would use. These tents are they're arranged in such a way that should the gorge flood, it would not stir them at all.
Okay.
And they are adorned in the clerical symbols of the Raven Queen.
Hmm.
That was cool.
And as he enters the camp with you, he says, "My people, the goddess has sent us her handmaiden and a cleric. We shall make the offering, and our people shall be blessed once more."
I'm not clear if the handmaiden and the cleric are the same person or two.
No.
And
Cleric handmaid.
handmaiden.
several cheers go up, and he says, "Bring the offering, we go at once. And bring snakes. My skin brother is hungry."
Bring the snakes!
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Let us eat the snakes and be merry.
Oh boy.
And several individuals come over, and they're carrying what appears to be just a very large chest they've got poles run through, and they carry one in front and one in back. And he says, "We shall lay the souls of those that have fallen to rest this day in the eternal embrace of our goddess."
As we should.
And he leads you over to an ancient algae-covered double door made of white granite.
Mm.
It is etched with an eroded image of a majestic bird with outstretched wings.
Ooh.
A raven, maybe?
You believe that it might be a raven. And he approaches the door and stops. And he looks and he says, "At this point, Yurkel would say a prayer, but I do not recall it. And the doors will not open until the prayer is said. Perhaps the handmaiden or your cleric may know the proper prayer."
Is there anything that we
Tookie
can
tookie.
see written on the door at all?
Nothing at all.
All right.
With
Give it a
potentially my devil's
Do
sight?
it. You know what?
Hmm?
Not even
Nick
potentially with my devil's sight?
See
Ratu.
nothing.
Make a high, make a hidey
Um,
up.
Can I maybe make a religion check?
I'll give you a religion check to give you a hint.
I walk up to Layla.
You can do it.
Oh God! Don't do it.
I give you guidance.
I caress her face.
Yeah.
You have now been guided. If you
I
accept
would
it
like to
willingly.
Do I get a
roll.
D4 or a D4 on
Don't.
Just give me guidance.
Do you feel violated?
Okay.
Would you like to
Just
talk
let
to
her go.
HR?
Thanks. Just let it go.
What you got?
That is an 11. No, not an 11.
Could be
That's
worse.
too high.
What?
9.
I didn't mean it.
Why'd you say something?
I didn't
Don't
mean
mean
it.
Unfortunately, with
I looked at the
0
one
left in the
slightly
fate
above it.
pool, you
Yeah.
cannot re-roll.
No,
Wait.
No, that was a 2.
Why do we have 0 in the fate pool?
Oh, astral.
Because you guys used them all while I was gone.
What?
You guys used them all while I
Who?
was gone.
You guys.
No, no, no.
Al Astral.
Astral used them.
I mean, we told him we wanted him to live. We really did.
I actually
There
think
was one
Now
left
that
at one
Reverence
point,
used
and there was
the
last.
final.
To say she, yeah, but we told her she used that one with
That's fine.
everyone's blessing.
Yes.
So,
Yep. Unfortunately, you're like, I'm not religious.
Yeah.
Well, you gave it a good shot.
This doesn't make any sense to me at all. I don't give prayers. In fact, I don't try to talk to her all that often.
Yeah.
So
I
mean-
maybe whisper to Reverence and see if there's something that she might, for Paladine, I could try and convert.
How about you check it out, and if you don't want to say it, you tell me. And then
Yeah,
we'll-
pretty much. Like, you don't have to say anything. You just message it over to me. Nobody
I
has
like
to
it.
know.
Looks good.
To 19 religion check.
Okay.
Yeah, mine
Okay.
was a 2 on the
That's
dice.
awesome.
17.
so your hint is
Oh, I keep forgetting.
that this is a shrine to a specific deity.
Yep.
And you know from your readings and trainings in faith that there are certain holy areas that require a prayer to, in this case, if you were doing it, you would do it for Paladine, where you would basically ask permission of Paladine to enter the holy space dedicated to him. And you feel like that may be what is needed here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Layla.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you're gonna go about it, but you need to ask your patron
Mm-hmm.
permission to enter.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna phrase it or how you're
Do
gonna
you know
word it.
what language he would say then?
I
So
was speaking
Yurkel
Elvish.
always spoke in our tongue of the elves.
Or
Elvish.
Aquarian.
Well,
That's what I was
it's
asking.
sea
It
elves,
was
so
the
it's
sea
like
elves
it's
or the
Elvish, but
elven.
you speak it under the water, so it's a lot of
Like-
elf love. Yeah.
Then
Speaks in seeds.
That's funny.
I'm gonna give him a piddle.
Sorry.
Piddle, piddle, piddle.
Oh, he just said he speaks in seaweeds.
Seeds.
Um,
Ah, he's gone.
Yeah, let me know if you need any help. Help.
Nope.
Thanks.
Boo, dad joke.
Probably not. I haven't even
About as
I
funny
mean, I
as
think we all
3-day-old fish.
We all make dad jokes.
I think you can do it.
Alright, we're just gonna.
Where are you gonna start?
Spitball some.
Yes.
And see if it works.
Sure.
I would
'Cause
like to
I
help
have
you
no
with this
idea
action.
about any kind
They're always helping.
You're like, not
Yeah.
religious.
I would
No.
like,
Don't
not-
pray.
I
No.
would like
I
to
ha-
help you.
I rolled a 2 on the dot. Like,
Yeah.
it
Wait,
said I
wait,
would-
helping.
I would really like to help you.
You'd really like to help me?
I would really like to help you.
Okay.
He's helping.
It's the help action.
Okay.
There's no
What is
roll
that
required
actually
yet.
doing?
Yep, no
So
roll
I
required.
don't-
You simply
what?
must.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, so in, of course, the Aquarian, the native language, say, mighty, Raven Queen Matron, will you please allow us to pass onto your sacred ground?
I think that was great. I
Uh,
like it.
as you begin this,
I'll even bow and everything.
oh yeah.
as I do it.
So as you begin this and then you bow, you get the immediate sense of absolute amusement
Nope.
from somewhere.
Alright.
So she is probably laughing so hard at me trying to just bullshit my way through
You know
this.
And the
Amusement is
marble
better than
doors
no.
swing open of their own.
All right.
Oh, hey, good
Yeah.
I
job.
think a lot of us get through life
And
on a lot of
then we'll
amusement.
say,
Right.
Yep.
thank you, Almighty Matron.
That was neat.
Yay, Layla!
That's pretty cool.
A long room stretches ahead, its walls carved with motifs of rolling waves. A ceiling supported by twin pillars glows with faint blue light. At the rear of the chamber stands an altar carved with coral-like designs. Behind it rises a sizable granite sculpture depicting the bird from the shrine's entrance, its outstretched wings wreathed in flame. An archway opens into a chamber to the west.
archway.
Should we?
And a simple stone door stands in the wall to the east.
So what's Urkel doing now that the door's open?
No idea, because Urkel's not here.
I mean the other guy.
Ish.
Yes.
Ashburn.
Yeah, we'll
that one.
ask
Yes, that
Ashburn
one.
if he
That's hard
remembers
to
which
remember.
way Yurkel would
Ah,
lead them.
first we must enter this room to the west, beyond the archway. We must cleanse our bodies with the sacred water there.
We get to take a bath.
Any,
You have to go last.
You definitely.
You're
will.
anything we should be aware of walking
Need a bath.
Yeah, what's in the sacred water?
Fixing to be
As
dark.
long as
It's gonna be dirt.
we are cleansed, this room provides no danger to us.
Oh, well, good.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
with that's a big clue.
As long as we
So
pose
as
no
long as we
danger.
go cleanse, we're okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I will start heading that way.
As
Go
you
for
enter
the
this
cleanse.
room, the center of the room rests, in the center of this room rests a 3-foot-high brass basin filled with clear water. A relief ornaments the walls, depicting great birds dipping into the waves alongside leaping fish and whimsical creatures.
That's neat.
Beautiful. Like Layla's just looking around in like amazement, like this is everything.
And the other sea elves that are with you, including Ishvern, immediately approach the basin and grab the water and begin to wash their hands and face.
Okay, I will follow suit.
Okay. Anybody else?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Do I think this is gonna piss off Paladine?
They just, hey,
Roll yourself a religion check.
I would like to help you with that.
15, 16. So help is what I just reroll?
Yep, you got an advantage basically.
Yeah, there's
19.
Okay. Gods are pretty jealous with their followers.
We got territories and stuff.
And you following along in a pretty important and taking part in a pretty important ritual might put a bad taste in his mouth.
I'm gonna watch from back here.
No. Okay, I'm not gonna touch the water.
Okay.
You shouldn't go in the room.
I will
Did you
then.
hear the whole part?
Yep.
You gotta do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
who all is bathing? I know that Layla and Sai.
Well, I'm waiting for Darn to jump right
Is
on.
that-
yeah, Astral, I don't think Astral would.
Astral is very
Do you tell us
Celestia.
this?
verbal, I was gonna say. So you gotta put some input here about whether or
Yeah.
not he would
Yeah.
go.
You can't just start
Follow.
screaming
Do
Celestia,
you tell us?
and we would believe it.
Preference?
Do I tell you what?
The whole thing with the goddess thing.
Well, I wouldn't tell you because you seem pretty irritated with the whole God thing concerning me.
Mm.
I would say no. I think I need to stay out of this one. I think you guys can handle it.
Can you cleanse yourself
I'm gonna stay here with
water
whoever.
you have?
I'm not sure that
think
would
it
work,
would
and I
work.
don't really want to follow along in the
Alrighty.
concept of it.
Nope,
You know.
nope,
I'm
you're
gonna
fine.
Try
You-
reaching out to
I'm
mine
basically staying to make sure they don't close the door behind
and
us.
ask them. I'm like, got a problem with me doing this?
Oh, okay. Yep, that
You
sounds.
get no response.
That sounds like a great way to approve. Yep,
I
yep.
think if we got a convert, gonna happen right there.
Yep.
You I guess this is a really maybe the second or third time you've tried this. Before, when you've actually like had a meeting with your god, it was always when you were unconscious.
Hey, come here a second.
This
Do you need
This
some
is the
help?
first time you've tried to do it while awake, and you don't really know like the proper way to speak with your god. No one's really trained you in the rituals and practices that go along with the worship and attendance to your god.
Where is a good squire who
You
knows
should
the
go
things
with
when
what you feel.
You know what? I'm not out there. I can't suggest to help him go to sleep. You know what? Just gonna-
Where are you? You didn't go in?
I'm inside the room.
Oh, okay.
I think he's still standing outside of it.
I think I
Bathing
thought
his life.
everybody went inside, but they just weren't all
Well,
bathing.
I'm in the main chamber.
You're in
Yeah.
the main chamber?
I'm not going to the chamber
Reverend
of the
said
west.
she's not going into.
I'm gonna keep an
West
eye on the
West.
altar and the door.
Don't want to go past it without cleansing ourselves, and we don't want to have to do that part.
Yeah.
Do
So-
y'all need to clean the dead bodies?
I don't really need so much that. I just wanna
No,
make
Skin
sure
Brother,
The
the-
door starts closing.
the-
I can get out.
Valid.
The souls of
You
the
got your
fallen are already prepared
How did they die?
in various ways.
Any of them died by the little red people?
Some.
So is it possible that they might have been corrupted a little bit?
No.
Okay. Well, I will allow y'all to continue, and I'll just
Oh.
sit back there.
Okay, so you're not cleansing either?
Nope, because I
Okay,
don't
just-
know.
I'm
why.
shocked by your decision.
Just me and Design. Okay.
Astral is
Boy.
also not going?
No.
Okay. So the four of you
And you hear
stay.
scream Celestia, we won't believe it. That's all. That's all I need to make it believe it. Sorry. Please continue.
Oh, I will give you one of my arrowheads. You might need this.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't ask
I mean, I have
questions.
my own rapier.
All right, so for those of you who washed yourselves,
Yes,
you
sir.
feel
But it's
fully
okay.
refreshed,
Yeah.
as if you've had a short rest,
That sounds awesome.
Ooh.
and you gain 5 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Ooh.
That also sounds
I like
awesome.
that.
Or cheesy.
Paladine
Or
sustains
cheesy.
me.
You got a long rest.
We got something.
Short rest.
Okay. Ishvern, having adequately cleansed himself and his followers as well, and you having cleansed yourselves, for those 4 of you that are not, he asks that you remain here within the altar room, but do not approach any closer.
No problem.
Approach the west room.
Do not approach where we are about to go.
Valid.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my snakes.
I hope they're good.
They're delicious.
All right, so Layla and Sai, you follow Ishvern as he approaches the doorway, and he says, above here is written, "Honor those who came before and walk on." And he pauses for a moment and places his hand upon the door. And this has been done so many times that there is just the barest appearance of a handprint on the door, as if this has been done so many times that it has started to wear away. But he places his hand directly there, and he prays for a moment, and then the door opens. He says, "Follow me."
Okay.
You pass through this hallway, and on both sides of this room are depictions, again, of large birds, a wave motif with the birds plucking the fish from the water. And he gets to another door. He says, "Now we pass through the crypt." He pushes the door open. Alcoves to the west and east of this chamber hold waist-high stone sarcophagi sculpted with images of shells and graceful sea creatures. In Elvish, the sarcophagus to the west says, "Herzon, who built this prayer in stone." What is your passive perceptions, the 2 of you?
15.
15.
Fine.
Oh, mine's a 15 too.
Perfect.
Things I can know a little bit.
That's a 30 added together.
Yeah.
So you enter this room and you realize that there is a design upon the lid of that sarcophagus that resembles the layout of the shrine.
Hmm.
There are no other visible exits from here.
You said we were passing through here?
I have forgotten there is something that we must do.
Okay. Can I go over and inspect
So-
the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I was
a
gonna
little
say,
bit
I would
more?
like to look at that.
Sure.
Like, we can tell that it's, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you walk over to Herzon's sarcophagi, which is the one to the west, and you can tell that there is a passageway that is supposed to be opposite of the door you came in. But when you look, it is just wall.
Just a wall.
Yes.
Hmm.
And no other, like, written anything on there that,
No.
can I take a look at you said there's 2 sarcophagus?
Mhm.
Can I take a look at the other one as well?
You do. You can. As you approach in Elvish, it says, Awinthel, our devoted first priest.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There are several alcoves within here, but if they ever contained anything, they are empty now.
And there doesn't appear to be anything else around the room?
That is correct.
And can I go over and inspect the wall, see if there's anything that's
You may.
a button or something?
Roll perception or investigation, whichever you have.
You can do it.
Perception is definitely higher.
I am trying to help you from the other room.
At 19.
Well, a 19. As you approach and you begin to inspect, you do see what appears to be the outline of a door. It is not a perfect sort of straight line, but you realize that if the bricks moved here, that it does actually form a door. However, it is closed. You do not find a way to open it.
When we looked at the sarcophagi,
Mm-hmm.
you said there's a map of
Mhm.
what appears to be. Is there any kind of, like, if I'm looking at that and I can see it's a map and I can see that there's a, I'm assuming I can clearly see according to the map, there's room past this.
Yes.
Is there anything on the map to indicate anything, like, as far as, like, how one might get to the next area, as far as, like,
Nope. Just
there's
that
no-
this is a passageway that Layla is standing in front of, but there is no instruction.
there's no, like, symbol of, like, fire or blood or anything like that?
Nothing.
Sacrificial dwarf.
I'll go get him. Test me.
And then no, like, handprint area.
Nothing like that.
Ishrin, what do you remember? About
This is why we need Yurkel. I can remember
Did
we
you do
passed
another
through the
prayer?
hallway.
yes.
She prays
Yes.
at the beginning, perhaps at the end.
Okay.
There is a prayer said,
Yes.
and we honor the shrine maker, and we honor the first priest.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all I can remember.
Do you remember any of the words to either prayer? It sounds as if you've heard this prayer a lot of times and really wanted to help.
You have found out my shame. I travel with Yurkel, but I am not devout.
It's okay. You don't have to be devout to have studied or listened to her.
Oh, I have studied Yurkel at length.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You've studied Yurkel at length. So close your eyes for me.
Not you, Tina.
Sorry.
And I want you to remember for me How Yurko looked the last time you came here. What did her robes look like?
Oh, Yurko. Yurko with her long, luscious blue hair.
Yes. How did her voice sound when she said these prayers?
Like music upon the sea.
Absolutely.
Rather thirsty.
What? Can you remember any of the words to the music? Ishmael.
I don't. I confess. I confess this is pointless. I am not worthy.
He's too in love with her. No, that you were saying.
I don't.
Okey-dokey.
Okay.
It's taking him a long time.
Alright, so I'll go over to the sarcophagus to the west. That was Herschel?
Herzon.
Herzon.
Herschel, you were close.
I'm trying. Names are not my strong suit.
Me either. That's why I was giving you
Okay.
props.
Herzon?
Yes, Herzon.
I'll go over to the, he said, to the maker and then to the first priest,
Yes.
making sure I had them in the right order.
Yes.
Okay. Go over to Herzon, I'm not gonna say it right again, to his, and in the same sea elf tongue, we'll say, thank you for your creation and your sacrifice for us, Herzon, and then I will walk over and say, roughly the same, I don't
To
know.
Allenfeld.
Say that again?
Allenfeld.
When you finish
so?
giving your prayer to both of the sarcophagi, the door swings open.
Nice.
As you follow in, and Ishburn follows behind you now, steps ascend into a room covered in a thick black algae. At the center of the room stands a well, from which emanates the sound of distant waves and the cries of seabirds. And he, as you enter, he says, "Careful. The black algae is not to be disturbed. It has a mind of its own." Sounds immediately like,
Maybe on the way
Cyclops
out,
moves
but not on the way in. Let us get in safely and do what we need to, and then while we're coming out.
and at this point he motions for the offering carriers to come forward. And he approaches the well. He says, "Goddess of the wind and the waves, goddess who floats upon black feathers, goddess who embraces us and guides us from this world to the next, we have brought our fallen for you." And then he turns and he opens the chest. And inside the chest are glowing blue pearls. Perfect pearls. Give me a intelligence check, the two of you.
I would like to help you with that.
I would like
I
anyone
bet
to
you
help
would.
me with that.
The room.
I would very much want someone to help me with that one. Oh my god, I don't want to do this at all.
16?
Okay.
You got this.
It was a good roll.
You got this. A saving throw?
No,
Just a
no.
check.
Nope, just a
Check.
check.
You could do it. I have confidence in you.
Thanks. Oh, should only an 8.
Okay. Being that you're a pirate, and a pretty good one, this chest contains pearls. Each pearl is
just, I mean, casually appraised at about 750 gold pieces apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you see that he begins to scoop them from and pour them into the well.
Mm-hmm.
Just over and over again.
Your pirate, she doesn't need to make a saving throw.
As we do when the goddess has
No,
told us.
no, she said I need to make a sacrifice.
She's
watching
making a sacrifice right now.
There's just a tear starting to come down as I am just.
I'm glad Doran's not in there.
Do you need
Yeah,
any?
me too.
Could have been a sacrifice.
Yeah. No, I'm watching all this. Just no. I'm just.
Just know that could have fully upgraded your arm.
Yeah, the
That would have
just in
Would've died.
the 30 seconds of him scooping, you know he's thrown tens of thousands of gold pieces just down this well.
Yep.
Can I see her all but like
I don't know, insight.
vibrating?
Insight.
Vibrating.
And
Or say-
are you
yeah,
trying to
she's
hide
excited.
your reaction at all?
I mean, I'm sure I just look solemn and just stoic and.
All right, throw me a
yeah.
deception.
Yeah,
throw me a
like-
deception.
That's fine, you'll beat me.
Deception.
It's fine. Oh, maybe not.
20.
Damn it!
Or 20, but 20.
Damn it! I only got a 10.
Okay. Yep, you look over and Layla is just the picture of stoicism. Absolutely fine with this.
And honestly,
Is she
I have-
breathing?
No.
oh,
She's like.
I have
Trying not to
So-
hyperventilate.
just I look at you and I'm like, sure you're right there.
I just want my gills back.
It takes him about 5 minutes to empty all of these pearls down, double handfuls at a time.
Okay. And he
That
needs
makes
to
me
do this all by
queasy.
himself. He needs to know.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe
you haven't. You could offer.
The pocket,
Yep.
you know, she would be so mad. Or maybe just helping shovel it in will help show that I am remorseful. So
Do you intend
yeah,
to?
I will offer my help. I don't know if it's part of the ritual he has to do it or if he can have assistance.
As you come up, he's like, "Thanks. This is gonna take forever."
Okay, so I will help actually shovel it in. I will not pocket any.
Yeah. Okay. So you get an interesting feeling as you take your very first scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it only lasts like a second in real world, for that 1 second, you feel the souls that are in each of those pearls. You
Feel the souls like the wisps that I saw
Yes.
that she was collecting.
yes. You feel them in your hands. You like momentarily live their happiest or their saddest moment, but it's a double handful. So you're like, you know, all at once feeling all of those emotions and then dumping them down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yikes.
gonna do the opposite. You hear, "Spank me."
Reverence would not have handled that well. Just a lot of screaming.
So between the two of you speed the process along, and as you pick the final one, it's the soul of a woman. She died very old, very happy. You picture you get a momentary glimpse of many children, many grandchildren, many great grandchildren, many generations that she got to witness before dropping her into the well. And Ishmael turns to you and says, "The offering has been made, and now we wait to see if she accepts us."
Oh boy.
As we wait, I'll kind of take a knee and kind of a prayerish stance by the well.
Okay.
Head bowed.
What the people who were carrying the chest, what are they doing?
They follow suit with what Layla does. When she does it first. Like they're just kind of
Okay.
standing and watching because normally there is somebody to guide them
Oh, okay.
and tell them what to do.
And even Ishburn is like, I don't know what to do, you know. So when
So I will
she
follow.
kneels,
Nope.
yeah, so do the rest of them, and Ishburn as well. A few moments pass, and then you hear wings. You hear a multitude of wings. You hear a thundering of wings.
Oh, I want to look up. This feels like one of those moments when you just start looking down and look down. Damn it.
I'll pat her.
Those of you who are back in the altar room, you were all sitting there eating your snake, discussing discussing whether or not this is a waste of time, discussing whether or not this is worth it at all.
I've been gone 15 minutes. You think we should go?
Yeah.
I think they're lost.
No. No. I don't think we should go.
He's probably saying
What do we
I
see?
can go be captain of the
What
ship.
do we feel?
Right.
Oh, I think he's reading.
Wow.
How do you talk to your god?
Mm-mm.
Well, I just talked to him.
She'll stay here forever now. He asked her.
Astro,
Yes.
how do you talk to your god?
In visions.
Like,
Oh,
they
that's cool.
give you visions?
Yes.
Do you get vision preference?
No.
Oh, seems like his god's more enhanced.
My god appears. Hush, he astral rode in on my god. I apologize for touching you.
That sounds disturbing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you just reach out and he just.
I can touch Paladine.
You touch him? Ew, that seems kind of weird. Why are you touching him
I
like that?
quit.
I'm not there. I'm
So
not there.
so you just like say, hey, what up? And he's like, nothing. What up with you? Like, do you meditate? Do you how do you get him to come to you?
I don't know about meditating, because I've never done that. But
It's when you sit down and think real hard.
oh well, I sit and think real hard, and I speak to him. Like out loud, even.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen me cast spells, right?
I
Where
know.
he pops
Yeah.
up?
It was.
Daryl. Continue.
It was interesting. I'm
Okay.
gonna try that.
While they're discussing this,
You're gonna try that with which god?
you
Okay.
see a single raven
That'd be cool.
that flies in and perches on the mantle above the door.
The west door? Where
No,
they're
the
at?
door you came through, the entrance to the
The door
shrine.
with- Okay.
Mhm.
What's it doing?
Currently just staring at you all.
Just staring at all of us.
Mhm. Makes no sound.
Just observing.
Mhm.
So, reverence. There's a raven landed on the door over there. Where we came in at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
And
I
while
see
you
it.
have this conversation, a second one flies in and sits down next to it.
Maybe it's feeding time?
I don't think that's a good sign.
You don't think it's a good sign?
I mean, that's not my god, so I think we might have.
So you think it's
Three more come in.
3 more.
That's going outside.
Well, at least
They're
you-
flying in from outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk outside.
You're gonna head outside?
Yeah, I mean, this ain't my temple.
Okay, all right. I'm worried about Sai and Layla.
Somebody first.
He did. He did.
Because no.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm
10 more come in.
Just let her
And they are now
go.
starting to line
Well,
the walls.
I'm glad they're not crows because that would be called a murder.
I know. What's he
I don't know what you call a gaggle of ravens.
I don't think it's a gaggle. Is
jury.
it a rookery?
And unkindness.
An unkindness, that's what it
that's
is.
what it is.
Yeah, in Straw we were the unkind conspiracy because of that, and we had the ravens.
I call it. I'm
I
not
want
doing
to pray,
this.
Paladine, while I'm here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just to explain, I'm here protecting the people that are helping.
That's all she wanted out
Let
of
me know
life.
if they tell you anything.
And 20 more fly in.
19 more.
She
We're gonna need a really big bucket.
Look outside.
And 11 herbs and spices.
Look out. Like, when I see, like, ravens just...
It is a cloud of black above you, and you realize it's not a cloud, but it is just
It's not good.
Not the rain club.
a bunch
That's
of
not good.
Hey!
You go to give your prayer,
It's really dark out
and
here.
this is the first time since before the original shrine where you do not feel his presence.
It's dark out here.
You're in a Faraday cage. It's okay. So, do you say what you say?
Yeah, it is really, really dark out here.
So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go into the western thing, grab it, do the thing with the thing.
Oh, now he's doing the thing with the thing.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm
So you
gonna,
feel refreshed, you gain 5 temporary hit
yeah,
points.
and then I'm gonna go find the others
Wow.
and immediately say there are more ravens than we can count, starting to gather outside and inside the temple entrance.
Guys,
What's that mean?
Wouldn't that mean, sounds like the blessing was accepted?
sounds like she's coming to get her sacrifice.
So
wait,
hold on.
how
So
many-
what ends up actually happening here, Darrow?
Because I'm pretty sure they're coming in with him at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You come in, you pass through the little hallway they went through, you're like, there's nothing here, where did they go? Oh, a crypt, oh, okay, cool. And then you see a door with some stairs going up. And the whole time there are birds just whistling past you and flying down and up this little stairway here. Those of you who are still in the main altar room, the every space where a raven might sit is a raven.
Every flat surface, just raven.
Yep, everywhere. And then when you begin to ascend the stairs, you are suddenly surrounded by ravens. All of you in the altar room, the ravens suddenly take off, flying through right behind where Darrow went.
I'm gonna cover my head to sit down.
You enter the room and you start talking, and you see everybody in the room is knelt at this well. The walls are like undulating. And then there are ravens, and you watch as the ravens swirl above the well and then begin diving down into it and coming back out with little glowing blue spheres.
So it's a lot of ravens, that's a lot of spheres.
What are those?
So Darrow says the thing though,
What the?
you said something about guys are like a lot of ravens.
Yeah, it's a lot of ravens and a lot of souls. I'm just gonna stay out of their way.
Yeah,
Let them do them.
Darrow, yeah, let's
Don't touch the
maybe
ears.
kneel and
Don't touch the
let them
ears.
do them.
Don't touch the black ooze.
This all sounds like good advice.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a knee and
Okay. So Astral and Reverence and Durin, the altar room is momentarily empty of all birds before they begin flying back, and they fly straight through carrying these little glowing blue orbs in their beaks or in their clutches and fly out of the temple. What do you do?
Protecting my head and wondering what they're taking with them. I figure it's part of the process. I mean, Paladine's got some weird stuff.
tell
You
us
know?
about it.
No, that's private. That's me and my God.
Oh, that kind of weird stuff. Got you.
I see.
No, that's me and Derek stuff. But
In a matter of moments, the
Wow.
unkindness has completely left the area, carrying with it all of the pearls, you believe, and you are alone, except for you. Nobody else seems to notice. There is a woman who stands or hovers above the well, grinning ear to ear at you. You resisted. It's quite the temptation. The value alone would buy you a fleet. with the knowledge held within those pearls could advance you in your own power.
That was not our path.
That is correct. I'm glad that you have learned that. And for that reason, I return what I have taken from you.
Aww.
Do not fail me again. I will not be so kind next time.
That's my thing, and I will bow down to her.
You all see
She gets her gills back?
Layla talking to something floating in the air, but you see nothing.
I know that drill.
Thank
I
you
would-
for your benevolent forgiveness.
Ishford looks over at you.
And then I also add thank you for accepting our sacrifice, and then start probably ushering.
And she says, this one has promise. Come, child. And so he stands and walks closer to the well. And she says, peer into the well. What do you see at the bottom? He looks over, stares down. Nothing.
Aww.
She says, do you wish to become nothing? No, my goddess, no, I do not. Would you join my service? Be a member of my court? My goddess, I'm not worthy. No, you are not. But you could be. I can grant you a fraction of my power. Will you accept? He looks at you.
It is your choice to make. She will grant immeasurable power, but you must listen.
I heard everything.
Oh yeah, you hear everything. You have
Just
no idea.
Just
Yeah.
checking. Just checking.
Yeah,
I
they're
actually
having
heard
a
things.
conversation between themselves, and you saw him look into a well, and he's talking to nobody.
Oh, he's just saying, like, should I accept her now?
Yeah. And she says, bring back my priestess, and I shall grant you power. I shall grant you your heart's desire.
But that's nothing but the lamp.
I accept. Yes, that sounds
Yep,
great. I
there
would
is.
like to
Yep.
bring her back.
I
That would be
like to bring her
wonderful.
back. Feels like it
She is
would bring it
the
over
princess.
And with that, she's gone. And I mean, she's there, and it wasn't.
That's cool.
You and Sai and Darrow, you all feel as if a feather's touch has landed upon your shoulder. And when you look, there's nothing there. But you...
I eye Layla suspiciously.
You feel as if you have the blessing of the Raven Queen.
Ooh. I don't need that. I got my own god. Appreciate it though.
And what that means is, even as you stand here, you feel the ebb and flow of the tide and the wash. You can feel water coming from the ocean, creeping along through the wash, slowly beginning to fill the canyons.
Mm.
But you also feel the lift of wings. And this land no longer provides difficulty to you. Wherever you go, you walk with grace. You shall not be impeded by the more difficult terrain.
That's handy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that this blessing lasts only while you reside within this land.
Live in a
Natural
waste, correct?
This land.
Sorry.
What if I own a beach house here?
Just gonna post up some property.
If I own property, does it carry over when I go away?
Probably not.
And with that, Ishvard turns and says, the offering has been made and accepted. Our people shall be blessed for another year. And I must find a way to bring Yerkel home. Let us leave.
Felt like that's exactly how you
I'll do one more bow towards the well before I
Mhm.
out.
Absolutely. So you exit. You see the three of them coming out.
So she got her gills back?
You don't know that.
Can I see? Is her hair down? Is your hair down?
You're asking the wrong
Down.
person.
I was hiding them because they were there, they were just bruised. So they weren't gone, they were just visibly damaged.
Gotcha.
So, yes, I was probably having my hair down to cover them.
And you haven't been like, aha.
No,
Okay.
probably not. Right
That's
now, I'm probably riding the high of just,
Yeah.
I saw
seen
my
her
eyes.
and been around
Yeah.
and like, this would have been like a super, even though she's not super religious beforehand, still super spiritual thing for her to
Yeah.
have done and gone through, so.
Were you successful? So you saw the birds?
Yes,
With
that
the
was part
beads?
of it. Mm-hmm.
The
Those are
beads?
souls. Those were the souls.
No worries,
we
no
were taking
worries,
in.
no worries, you're good.
But some of them, they lived long, peaceful lives. That was, they chose to.
What do we choose?
Right.
Well,
Right.
you know, I felt it when I was helping put them in. I could feel the one lived in many, many, many years and saw lots of generations.
And as you're having this
died happy,
conversation,
so.
one of the
Good.
sea elves that are
Oh.
here,
Mhm.
You recognize, maybe it's the tilt of his eyes, or perhaps just the way he holds himself, that you see just a trait from that memory in him, and realize that he is one of her offspring.
Aww.
We'll go pat him and say she died happy and is moved on now.
And he looks at you, and there's no like confusion at all. He says, I was there, and she passed into her hands.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad that our goddess has taken her.
Got her to cry again.
Well, it's sad. It's nice.
Sad.
It's sad. It's sad. Death is sad. And no matter how you paint it,
It is sad,
It's sad.
but
but it's sweet too.
Mm-hmm.
this is
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll probably make our way out. Is there any ritual that we need to do to close the doors back?
Now, as the last of you leave, the doors swing close. And Ishvard turns and says, I'm very grateful for you and for all that you have done this day. I would beg your help in my mission now to rescue Yerkel.
See, never mind.
What?
how could we resist?
I know.
We
We
would-
were reunited with this love.
We would like to help you. Absolutely.
We though.
They don't know that part. You don't know that part.
I don't know what part.
You don't know that he's in love with her.
I don't know that what? That he's in love with her?
Yeah, that was
That
more
happened
when we were
in the
Oh, I
temple,
didn't
way
say
in
that.
the temple.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
just said I'd
that.
like to help you.
I said that. I said let's
And
reunite
Daryl-
with this
Daryl
love.
said we didn't, so I was hushing him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and Ashla did wanna go to one of the fortresses and try and see if his people were being held captive too, so.
That's absolutely
Two birds, one stone.
Ha-ha!
If they don't have one, we can
If
give them.
Ash-
I can
Agrees.
summon a stone, would that help?
So if they don't have one,
No,
Ash's
I
people
heard.
there, in the fortress, we can give them one.
Found this one out just wandering where you want him.
Got a reward.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we can find some information on where the artifact we're looking for is at as well.
Exactly.
So, it was
Or
one of
we
the other
can
places
kill
on
them
our
all
map,
because they
I'm
took my
pretty
children.
sure.
Absolutely.
So you
let's do
you can now mark
Next
this
quest
place
unlocked.
off the map for Dalamar to pursue, or tell him what you found.
Don't
I'm just gonna
go,
draw a whole bunch of ravens,
there's a lot of birds.
but not like artistic, you know, just a grade school kind of.
About the number of souls you can sacrifice.
You also mostly know how to get in and what all is required.
Just color
No, I
it
just
black,
didn't
the
know.
whole thing.
I'm not evil, I mean, I'm not gonna give them all away unless they pay me.
Possibly having a conversation with the White Raven Queen about, how to restore their children.
Doesn't make you not evil.
Well, I'm not gonna give away their
Maybe if
secrets.
we help
I'm
him
gonna write
with
that down.
his quest and bring the priestess back, she'll show herself again, and you may have your chance to work.
So kill everything. Got you. Sure.
Okay.
Correct.
Excellent.
Just
So,
help him, priestess.
Ishvaran invites you to stay with his people this evening and celebrate, as is their custom. It's a somber celebration considering how many they have lost and how many still remain unaccounted for, but the important part to them is that the offering was made and their people are blessed.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Marvelous. So you,
As long as we're not like praising the Raven Queen over dinner or anything.
oh yeah, there's plenty of that.
Do we have any neat new animals here that I haven't seen before?
I mean, you're at a sea elf encampment.
Yeah.
I
I see two
think
elves.
it's the equivalent to like if you go to another
I see
family's
two elves.
house and they pray differently than you, you just
Yeah.
quietly say your own prayers over your food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's fine.
Thank you for the bread.
You don't have to necessarily participate in the actual prayers and the.
Yeah, cause DM said Paladin would be very upset if I did that.
Right, yeah, okay.
Maybe you should
So
just observe them
So-
in case Paladin
And
wants
just
to
no
attack
one's
them
gonna
and slaughter
force
them
you.
there.
just be respectful, let them do their prayers while you're like, Paladin, you were the
You
greatest
feel the
thing.
need to crusade.
Never happened.
No, no I don't.
You feel a heretical influence and you must convert it.
I don't think that's accurate.
You know what? Have you discussed with Paladin how helpful an allegiance of an established deity within this realm could be?
Yeah, I'm kinda shocked that they worship openly here, like, people don't really believe in gods, you know?
That's very shocking.
That's how so it does feel possibly Paladin could really get something good out of very possible alliance. We should talk with him about that.
You should prophesize.
No, not that.
Oh, that's not what you meant?
Mm-mm.
Well, I took it completely.
I didn't say conversion. I said talk to Paladin about, hey, what kind of allegiance could we possibly establish?
I'm going to
Like,
sit down
can we be allies?
try to
You
communicate
can
with
talk
the
to
guy.
the Raven Queen, I can talk
Okay.
to people.
Outside
There's
of
like
the
an
temple,
established fan
you
base here. Like, would you
observe
decide
the
to join
rituals
together
that are
with
taking
fan base?
place, the celebrations,
I don't know
and you hear that clanging of hammer on metal on anvil. It's distant, but you focus on it. And everything else, like the conversations that were happening around you, Sai talking to Reverence, Darrow instigating Reverence, Astral remaining silent.
There's something wrong with him.
Go down!
No, I think he's. finally learned to know.
No, I feel like more like it's like when that moment when you watch someone shut down and they're praying under their breath. Lord, I know.
And
I will slay them
Plotting
all
his
for
next
you if that's what
dastardly
you
move.
want.
it's as if you were talking through a speaking tube from one mind to another. It's hollow and distant, but understandable.
We're not all
And
distant.
you hear the voice. What troubles you?
You picked up.
Picked up.
New phone, who does?
Is it me you're looking for?
I feel. Okay, so don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Wait, oh, is Dern getting a level of cleric now?
But I
Oh,
threw away your axe only because it was possessed and trying to slowly take me over.
Oh, but here it is.
However, as soon as I'm able to get into a place where I'm able to forge something more fitting of your greatness, I will be making something.
Mm-hmm.
However, as a, I guess the follower of you, I felt that it was important to let you know that I threw away the cursed item because it was trying to take me
It's
over.
himself again, I'm gonna be so pissed.
But I have ideas of creating new mechanical devices and with rune etched into it that allow things to be much better.
Oh gosh.
And there is this very poignant silence from your god for a moment,
Give me that silent treatment.
and then you hear, well, of course you threw it away. Any dwarf worth their stone would not let something they created or something someone else created take over.
Hell yes.
There you go.
Sounds legit.
It's okay.
I just wanted to clear the air, because I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Well, you've
To
passed
you.
your first trial.
Oh,
Another awaits.
Woo!
Okay.
But we can't have you running around since you can't access a proper forge.
I know the ones here are shit.
Wow.
Where are you? Oh.
Yeah.
You have a piece of craftsmanship upon you. It's worthy.
Your necklace? Yeah.
No, not that.
Then what are you talking about?
Perhaps you shall discover it. Take this craftsmanship with you when you find one of those gates. The next time, approach it and present your craftsmanship.
no.
Okay. I accept said challenge or mission or idea.
Oh no, that's not a trial. I'm just trying to make sure you don't die.
Oh. Okay.
Well, it's my choice.
I like kids.
I don't want to die.
You better not. I have plans for you.
Well, if someone does, I'm glad.
It's very freckles.
Can you let me know, is Isbin in a good place?
Aww.
I don't know an Ispen.
Oh.
Oh, he and it. Never mind.
Well, do you have time? I can talk to you about it because he's
Wow.
Oh.
You get the distinct impression of the line being cut off.
Let me put you on hold.
I just hung up on you.
Hey, can I talk to you though about what I've been doing since?
Can you send me the voicemail? I will leave him voicemails. So I will open my eyes and look around and see what he's talking about as far as craftsman, like if it's on me or something like whatever
Okay.
he's talking about.
So, what all do you have on you?
Oh, I don't have any. I have the arrowheads.
Mm-hmm.
I have the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of my dwarven armor because I don't think I destroyed. Son of a bitch. Rat bastard. I have my. Oh, from. I forgot his name. Well.
I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks when we return.
Oh my goodness.
See, maybe so.
So tune in next week as we come back, hopefully, for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are currently under a hurricane watch, and who knows what tomorrow brings. But hopefully we'll all be back here next week to continue on with Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and the following week for what happens to Durin next. So until
What's the
then,
name?
keep those candles burning.
Good night.
Turtles.
Yikes.